All right, so we're trying to use a power reducing formulas to rewrite the expression in terms of first powers of cosines of multiple angles. So the first I did was write out the double angle formula for cosine of 2x. And there's three different ways of writing that: cosine squared minus sine squared, or using cosine squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. You can substitute and then get 1 minus 2 sine squared x, or 2 cosine squared x minus 1. So we're going to focus on this and get cosine of 2x is equal to 2 cosine squared x minus 1. And then we also have cosine of 2x equal to 1 minus 2 sine squared x. So if I solve for cosine squared and sine squared, that means rearranging this, I could have cosine of 2x plus 1 is equal to cosine squared of x, and that means this would be over 2 by division. And then over here, I would have cosine 2x minus 1 equals negative 2 sine squared x divided by negative 2. So now I have 1 minus cosine 2x, apologies on the writing there, one minus cosine of 2x is equal to sine squared x. And we have 4x here, so basically what we have to do here is, if I replace x with 4x, basically let x equal 4x, then I would get 1 minus cosine of 8x, as it would be 2 times 4. It's apologies on my writing tonight, not very good, is equal to sine squared of 4x. So whatever the angle you're solving for, the double angle formula, well, it doubles the angle. So we have 1 minus cosine of 8x is equal to sine squared of 4x. And then you can make the same argument up above here. And I did not divide this by 2. So let's keep that consistent there for that. And then I can make the same argument up there that cosine of 8x plus 1 over 2 is equal to cosine squared of x, and cosine squared of 4x, the new argument, and then just replace. So I've got 1 minus cosine of 8x over 2. And I'm going to multiply that with 1 plus cosine of 8x over 2. Well, if I FOIL that out, that's going to be 1 minus cosine squared of 8x, because the outer and inner terms were canceled, because it's a difference of two squares, a minus b times a plus b, over 4. And then we're going to use the same exact idea for cosine squared again. So again, use the power reducing formula again. So I'm actually going to pull out the 1/4 to make it easier. So it's 1 minus cosine squared of 8x. So then if I use the power reducing formula again, that's going to be 1 minus, and then cosine squared is going to be 1 plus cosine of double the angle, 16x over 2. And then just distribute that through the parentheses at 1/4. So you get 1/4 minus 1 plus cosine of 16x over 8. So that's 1/4 minus 1/8 minus cosine of 16x over 8, which 1/4 minus 1/8 would be 1/8 minus cosine of 16x over 8. And then it's basically the same idea, except you're going to let x equal 8x is how you would get the derivation of that second part. But this would be your formula for the derivation of power reducing formulas. I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know if you have any other questions.